Okay, let's talk about bale shape, bale quality, and bale appearance. And specifically, what are some of the things that become a challenge for us as we make a round bale? Specifically, some of the things we can do to correct that. And as you can see here, we've got a bale that's got some issues. As we take a look at the net wrap, we can see it's fairly loose on this bale. We can also see that one side is larger than the other, meaning maybe we had some problems as we fed hay into the baler. And then also we see a lot of fluffiness here on the outside, which tells me we probably didn't have as much bale density as maybe we needed for this crop. So those are some of the things we can talk about and look at as we make a bale and try to make the bale quality package that we're looking for out of our Vermeer round baler. Okay, so when we start talking about making a good quality bale in terms of bale shape and bale appearance, where we have to start first is with our windrow. And we think about a good quality windrow, which is going to make eventually a good quality bale. And you can see here today we're fortunate enough to have enough crop to make a windrow that's the full width of the bale chamber. So there's not any need for us to have to weave, we can drive straight down the windrow. On the other hand, maybe we're in conditions where we don't have that much hay, and we build half of the bale chamber in a windrow where we can weave and still get hay to flow evenly across the baler as it comes in. The second thing here I'd point out is the height of your pickup reel. We want to make sure when we set these wheels, these gauge wheels, that our pickup reel is about 1.5 inches off the ground so our teeth aren't digging, which can affect the bale shape and bale quality as well. So there are a couple other considerations to think about when we talk about making a good quality bale. And by good quality bale, that's one that we're looking for that's tight from the inside to the outside, that the net wrap is tight around, that's going to store well and look good. And one is bale density, and you can see here on the monitor for this 604R Premium that we make these adjustments here in the cab of the tractor. Bale density is how we control how much pressure we're putting on the bale and how tight we're making that bale. And we can increase or decrease that again depending on the kind of crop we're in, or maybe our windrow shape and other factors that we've discussed. The second thing then is net tension that you see here in this monitor, and that has to deal with how tight is the net going on the bale. And the tighter we can get the net around the bale, the better it's going to hold and the better quality package we'll have in the end as well. So that setting is made here in the monitor in the 604R Premium also. So let's talk about some of the changes we made to increase the quality of our bale shape, bale appearance. One of the things we did was tighten up our net wrap. So we increased the net tension on the baler, and you can see now that our net is getting really tight, pulling down tight on the bale to help keep it in shape. We also increased our bale density, which means we're starting with a tight core and the bale still stays tight all the way to the outside. We're getting a nice flat, slick surface on the side here. And so all those things combined, along with the considerations we talked about when it comes to windrow shape, windrow formation, contribute to making a good quality bale.